Picture a cowboy. What do you see? A Stetson hat likely? Maybe a dusty bandana around his neck and of course those iconic cowboy boots. This image is so ingrained in our minds, so quintessentially American that even without any other details, we know exactly who we're looking at. The cowboy, a symbol of the Wild West, conjures up a sense of adventure, freedom, and rugged individualism. Each element of the cowboy's attire serves a distinct purpose, born out of necessity and shaped by the unforgiving realities of life on the open range. These were more than just clothes, they were tools of the trade, extensions of the cowboy himself. But the allure of the cowboy goes beyond mere practicality. It speaks to something deeper within us, a yearning for simpler times, for a connection to the land, for the freedom of wide-open spaces. The cowboy, in his distinctive attire, embodies this yearning. Long after the open range has been fenced off, the allure of the cowboy remains. In a world that's increasingly complex and fast-paced, there's something comforting about the simplicity and ruggedness of the cowboy image. The cowboy, in his iconic attire, embodies these values, and in doing so provides a powerful connection to a bygone era, and in a world that's constantly changing, that's something worth holding on to. Out on the range, the sun is a relentless force. The cowboy hat, with its wide, stiff brim, was the perfect solution. It acted like a portable shade, shielding the cowboy's face, neck, and shoulders from the harsh rays. The high crown of the hat provided added insulation, keeping the head cool in the summer heat. The wide brim also offered protection from the elements. Rain or shine, the hat acted as a barrier, keeping the cowboy's head dry or providing some respite from the scorching sun. Crafted from materials like felt or straw, cowboy hats were built to withstand the rigors of ranch life. The hat's simple design, while primarily functional, also lent an air of rugged individuality to the cowboy's appearance. A cowboy's boots were his constant companions, protecting his feet as he navigated the rugged terrain of the American West. These weren't just any boots. They were specifically designed for the demands of riding and working on a ranch. The high, angled heel provided stability in the stirrups, preventing the foot from slipping through during long hours on horseback. The pointed toe of the boot allowed the cowboy to easily slide his foot into the stirrup. The high tops of the boots provided ankle support and protection from snake bites, a constant hazard on the range, and the durable leather construction ensured that the boots could withstand the wear and tear of daily ranch life. Over time, the design and style of cowboy boots evolved, with different regions and individual preferences leading to variations in toe shape, heel height, and decorative stitching. No piece of cowboy attire was as versatile as the bandana. This simple square of cloth, typically made from cotton or silk, served a multitude of purposes on the range. Its primary function was protection from dust and dirt. Cowboys would often tie the bandana around their neck, covering their nose and mouth to filter out the dust kicked up by cattle drives or strong winds. It could be soaked in water and tied around the head to provide cooling relief from the sun. It could be used as a makeshift bandage for wounds, a sling for a broken arm, or even a signal flag in emergencies. The bandana's simple design and lightweight nature made it easy to carry and store. The bandana, in its unassuming way, became an indispensable part of the cowboy's gear, a testament to the ingenuity born out of necessity on the American frontier. The cowboy hat, as ubiquitous with the cowboy image as the horse itself, has a history as rich and layered as the American West. Early cowboys, working cattle in the harsh conditions of the open range, needed protection from the elements. The Mexican sombrero with its wide brim provided inspiration, but it was too floppy for the windy plains. Enter John B. Stetson, a hat maker with a vision. In the 1860s, he introduced the Boss of the Plains hat, a sturdy, wide-brimmed hat made from beaver felt. Its high crown provided insulation, while the stiff brim offered shade and could be dipped low to protect the face from dust and wind. The Stetson hat quickly gained popularity among cowboys, becoming synonymous with the cowboy image. These variations reflected the unique needs of cowboys in different parts of the West, showcasing the adaptability of the cowboy hat. The evolution of the cowboy boot is a testament to practicality meeting style on the American frontier. Early cowboys wore whatever footwear they could get their hands on, often repurposed military boots or simple work boots. The high, angled heel so characteristic of cowboy boots evolved from Mexican riding boots, providing stability in the stirrups. The pointed toe, initially a practical feature for navigating stirrups and brush, became a stylistic element, reflecting the cowboy's pride in his attire. Decorative stitching, intricate inlays and colorful leathers transformed the cowboy boot from a purely practical item into a work of art. The bandana's journey from a simple square of cloth to an iconic symbol of the American cowboy is a testament to its versatility and enduring practicality. Cowboys quickly recognized its value as a shield against the elements, using it to protect their faces from dust, wind and sun. Its absorbent nature made it ideal for wiping away sweat, while its ability to be easily tied and untied made it a versatile tool for a multitude of tasks. Cowboys used bandanas as makeshift bandages, slings, signal flags, and even coffee filters in a pinch. The bandana, often worn with a casual flair, became associated with the cowboy's rugged individualism, his resourcefulness, and his ability to adapt to the ever-changing conditions of the range. More than just practical gear, cowboy attire evolved into a visual language. Each element told a story, whispering tales of grit, resilience, and a life lived on nature's terms. The hat, perched high, spoke of self-reliance, a shield against the unforgiving sun. Boots, scuffed and dusty, hinted at countless miles covered, their sturdy construction a metaphor for the cowboy's unwavering determination. The bandana, often pulled up over the face, became a symbol of anonymity, adding to the cowboy's mystique. But beyond the practicalities, these items transcended their functional origins to embody something deeper. The cowboy, clad in his distinctive attire, became an emblem of the American spirit, an icon of the Wild West. This symbolism resonated not just within the vast expanse of the American West, but seeped into the nation's consciousness. The cowboy's image, so powerfully conveyed through his attire, found a natural home in the burgeoning world of cinema. Western films, with their sweeping landscapes and tales of good versus evil, provided the perfect canvas for the cowboy archetype. Actors like John Wayne and Clint Eastwood, clad in Stetsons and boots, became larger-than-life embodiments of the cowboy ideal. These cinematic cowboys, while often romanticized, solidified the cowboy image in the American psyche. The Western genre, fueled by the enduring appeal of these symbols, continues to captivate audiences, albeit with modern interpretations that explore the complexities of the West and its enduring legacy. While the open range may be a distant memory, the allure of cowboy attire persists. Step into any Western wear store, and you'll find shelves stocked with Stetsons, boots adorned with intricate stitching, and bandanas in every color imaginable. Rodeos, those modern-day spectacles of equestrian skill and grit, provide a direct link to the cowboy's heritage. Elements of cowboy style have permeated mainstream fashion, with denim jackets, cowboy boots, and even the occasional Stetson making appearances on runways and city streets. This adoption of cowboy attire, often with a modern twist, speaks to its enduring appeal as a symbol of rugged individualism and timeless style. While the days of cattle drives stretching for miles across the open range are largely over, the American West is still home to working cowboys who depend on their attire for both practicality and tradition. The cowboy hat remains essential, shielding cowboys from the elements as they tend to their herds. Modern hats made with contemporary materials still retain the classic wide brim and high crown. Cowboy boots are integral, with technological advancements adding features like waterproofing and protection. Yet the basic design remains true to its roots. The bandana, versatile as a sweatband, bandage, or makeshift rope, remains invaluable. Its continued presence speaks to its adaptability and enduring practicality. Some traditions are simply too useful to abandon. Section 2, Rodeo Stars, Keeping Tradition Alive. The rodeo arena stands as a vibrant testament to the enduring legacy of the cowboy, a place where tradition and athleticism collide in a thrilling spectacle of skill and daring. Rodeo cowboys, both men and women, carry on the legacy of their predecessors, not only in their horsemanship and roping abilities but also in their attire. The rodeo arena is a sea of Stetsons, with cowboys sporting hats in various creases and brims, each reflecting personal style and regional influences. The boots worn by rodeo cowboys are often custom-made, crafted for both performance and aesthetics. Intricate stitching, colorful inlays and personalized designs transform these boots into works of art, reflecting the cowboy's pride in his heritage and his commitment to the sport. The rodeo arena is a showcase for the artistry of bootmaking, with each pair of boots telling a story of craftsmanship and individuality. And of course, no rodeo cowboy would be caught dead without a bandana. While its practical uses may be limited in the arena, the bandana has become an iconic symbol of rodeo culture, adding a dash of color and a touch of tradition to the cowboy's attire. Whether tied around the neck, tucked into a back pocket, or even used to wipe away sweat and dust, the bandana remains a visual reminder of the cowboy's rugged heritage. Section 3. Urban Cowboys and the Evolution of a Look. The allure of cowboy attire has transcended geographical boundaries, inspiring fashion trends far removed from the American West. The urban cowboy phenomenon of the 1980s, sparked by the John Travolta film, saw city dwellers embracing cowboy hats, boots, and denim. While the trend may have faded, cowboy attire's influence on fashion persists. Designers regularly incorporate Western wear into their collections, from denim jackets to cowboy boots. The cowboy hat has become a fashion statement, gracing the heads of musicians, actors, and fashion icons. The enduring appeal of cowboy attire in urban settings speaks to a deeper yearning for authenticity and a connection to a romanticized way of life. The cowboy represents freedom, self-reliance, and a connection to the land, qualities that resonate even in modern cities. Whether as a full-fledged fashion statement or subtle accents, cowboy attire allows individuals to express their individuality and tap into a timeless aesthetic. Section 1. More than a fashion statement. The cowboy hat, the boots, the bandana. They're more than just clothes. They're threads woven into the fabric of American identity, symbols whispered on the wind across the plains. These items speak of a time when the West was wild, when men and women carved out lives against the odds, their attire a testament to their resilience. The practicality of these garments is undeniable, born from the necessity of battling sun, wind, and unforgiving terrain, but it's the symbolism they've taken on that truly resonates. They represent a life lived on one's own terms, a spirit of independence that refuses to be tamed. The cowboy, clad in his distinctive attire, embodies this spirit. He is both rugged individualist and reluctant hero, his image etched in our minds through stories, songs, and countless films. The hat pulled low over his eyes speaks of quiet strength, the dust on his boots a badge of honor earned through hard work and determination. In a world increasingly obsessed with fleeting trends, there's a certain comfort in the enduring appeal of cowboy attire. It speaks to something deeper, a yearning for authenticity, for a connection to a time when life seemed less complicated, values more clear-cut. Section 2. Riding into the sunset but never fading away. The cowboy may be a figure of the past, but his legacy lives on in the enduring appeal of his attire. From the ranches of the West to the streets of our cities, elements of cowboy style continue to captivate and inspire. Whether it's a rancher in a well-worn Stetson, a rodeo star in intricately tooled boots, or a city dweller adding a touch of Western flair to their wardrobe, the spirit of the cowboy endures. These items, once born of necessity, have transcended their purely practical origins to become symbols of something larger than themselves. They represent the allure of the American West, the spirit of adventure, and the enduring appeal of a life lived with grit and grace. So the next time you see a cowboy hat, take a moment to appreciate the story it tells. It's a story of hard work, of resilience, and of a spirit that continues to resonate even in our modern world. The cowboy may ride into the sunset, but his legend, much like his iconic attire, will never truly fade away.